Well, hey guys, it's good to be back in your home this week. We're excited about getting to share the gospel with you again. Now, guys, you know what? One of these days soon, we're going to be able to get back together church. But until, you know what? We just have to do what we have to do.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted something really, really, really bad and somebody else got it?
Let me think. Yeah, I can probably remember some times in my life that there were things that I desired. And
I know what you did. You got really mad at that person and you were like, you just wanted and you wanted bad things to happen to that person just because they got it and you didn't.
Well, maybe not quite that bad. Are you kind of talking about maybe jealousy? I've never.
Yeah, I guess I am.
I've never been too much of a jealous person.
No. Okay. How about this? Have you ever gotten something and you were so excited about it and you told people about it and they were like, I could kill that guy. I don't like it.
Well, I remember a story at school one time. We were selling these magazines and we were having a drawing to win a crossbow. And I don't know, you guys probably don't know what a crossbow is, but it was a nice gift. We're talking back even then, probably $50 or $100 present. And I won it. And you know what? A lot of the guys at school were so jealous of me. Man, they were so mad that I won it and they didn't. And so I can kind of understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that kind of reminds me of a story in the Bible.
Oh.
Now, see if you can think of who it is that I'm thinking of. It's about one guy, and he had lots of brothers.
Was it George?
There's not a George in the Bible.
Okay.
But here.
How about Pete? How about Henry? Oh, I know who you're talking about now. I know you must be talking about Joseph in the Bible.
Yeah. Hey, how did you know?
Because you reminded me about something in the story of Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what?
Joseph,
let me tell you something, guys. This is a really cool story. Miss Brent and I even went up to Missouri and saw a show about Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so cool. Now, guys, Joseph was a very unique individual. He had a lot of brothers. And you know what? Those brothers really they just didn't kind of like him. You know why? Because Joseph was sort of...
He was Daddy's favorite.
That's right. Have you ever thought about somebody that might be Daddy's favorite? Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? He had, and his daddy gave him a coat of many colors. Oh, it was
you know
cool.
What?
Yeah.
All the brothers, they didn't get it.
They didn't like it. And
they didn't get one.
They were not
Only
happy
Joseph got
That's
his
right.
coat.
And you know what else?
Look at my coat.
Oh, I know it. Isn't it not?
No, Joseph would say this to his brother.
Yeah.
Look at my coat. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Won't you shut up and sit down? We don't want to hear about that. And you
That's
know what
the
else?
Brothers did.
That's right. And you know what else? Not only were they jealous of Joseph, but guess what else? He had a dream. You remember what that dream was?
Oh, yeah. He had two dreams.
Two dreams. Wow.
The first dream was
look, let me tell you the dream real quick. First of all, Joseph had this dream that he was tying up bundles of grain, and his brothers were tying up bundles of grain in the field, and his grain stood up. Well, wait a minute, his grain stood up, and when Joseph's grain,
the brothers'
dream, bowed down. And you know what happened? Then they were like, "Huh." So you're saying to us that we're going to have to bow down to you?
Oh, yeah. They knew the dreams meant something.
That's right. And you know what else? He had another dream. He had a dream that the sun, the moon, and the stars bowed down to him.
Bowed down
to him. And he told this to his daddy.
He was so excited.
Yeah, and you know what his daddy said? His daddy didn't even like that. He said, so you're telling me and my wife and all your brothers are going to have to bow down to you? Yeah. Oh, that wasn't really happen. You know, Joseph, a little tiny bit, probably was kind of the tattletale too. Because let me tell you why. One day his brothers were out one day and they were raising sheep out. And you know, guess what happened? While they were out taking care of the sheep and over in a different area, his dad sent him over there to go check on the brothers. And they saw him coming. They were waiting on him, man. They were not happy with him because here he comes now. Think, they're all at the house. I mean, he's at the house and they're out there working.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever had to clean up your room and somebody wouldn't help you? You know how that feels. Well, you know what? They had a plan. They were gonna kill him. They were gonna literally kill him.
I remember that. And Reuben said, "No, let's not kill him. Let's not kill him. Let's throw him in this deep well
Yeah.
that doesn't have water in it, and then he'll just die."
And then they decided not to do that. And then they thought, "Ooh, I see some traders coming," and they sold him all the
They
way.
sold their
Yeah.
brother
And
as a
guess what happened to
slave.
him? They took him all the way back to Egypt. And there was a guy by the name of Potiphar who was Pharaoh, and Pharaoh was the leader of Egypt. He became in Pharaoh's palace, but you know what? God was so good to him that he rose right up in there and became one of the main parts of
Now
one of
see-
Potiphar's main guys.
See, if that would have been me, I would have been so mad at his brothers.
Yeah, but that don't. Let me
But-
tell you
but
what
Joseph-
happened. No, Joseph wasn't mad, but you know what else happened? But his wife liked him too. She thought he was.
Potiphar's wife?
Yeah, she thought
She
Joseph
thought
was
he was
good.
cute.
Oh, honey, he was cute, kind
Yeah.
of like you are. But anyway, so and Potiphar's wife, but you know what? Joseph was such an honorable man; he would not fool with her, and he said he was not going to disappoint God. He didn't want to do that, but his wife got mad, and so you know what
yeah,
she did?
Potiphar's
She went and
wife.
told Potiphar that he did it anyway. And guess what happened, guys? Can you
Potiphar
imagine?
was so mad he threw Joseph in jail.
I mean, threw him in jail. And I don't know about you, but that would have been the end of the story for me. I'd have been mad. I'd have been frustrated. I would have never wanted to
Look
speak
at
about
that
it.
woman.
Look at that woman. What she did. That's right. But guess what happened? Now, when he got in jail, see, most people would be over so, poor me, poor me. But you know what he did? He got so good that even the warden of the jail made him the head guy in the prison.
You know what?
God blessed him even in prison.
You don't get like that when you're saying, "Poor me."
That's right. And you know what else? He met a cupbearer and a baker that earlier that had gotten thrown in jail too because they weren't doing too good. And they had some dreams. And you know what? Joseph was able to interpret their dream. One of them was the cupbearer to Pharaoh, and the other was the baker. And Pharaoh got mad and threw him in prison. And I mean, he was in there like 2 years, 2 long years. And because he was able to interpret their dreams, guess what happened one day? He interpreted it. One, the cupbearer lived, and the baker he prophesied that was going to die, and it happened just like he did. And you know what? One day Pharaoh had dreams. Now, remember Pharaoh, it was Potiphar's
So
leader.
wait. So the cupbearer got his old job back.
That's right, for Pharaoh's
and
cupbearer.
did he go to Pharaoh and say, "Look, I had a dream about this"?
No, let me tell you what he did. He went to Pharaoh and he said, "You know what? I have been slack and Pharaoh had asked all his magicians and all those people that do magic and all these things. He had asked them, "Can you interpret my dreams?" And guess what? They could not interpret Pharaoh's dreams. But hey, the cupbearer remembered. Hey, I remember a dude by the name of Joseph. And he went and told Pharaoh about it. And Joseph came in, and guess what happened? Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, and man, Pharaoh was so excited, and he even told him how to set up a plan of how the famine, in other words, lack of food was coming. There'd be 7 good years, and then there would be 7 bad years, and Joseph told him how to get it all set up. And Pharaoh was so impressed, Miss Brenda, that he put him completely in charge. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Now, guys, I don't know about you, but it sounded like Joseph had some real good character. One, he had patience. He had all the right in the world. He could have been so angry. I'd have been angry, probably, Miss Brenda.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but everybody. And he was so had so much endurance. You think, what is endurance? That means just going and never giving up, never stopping. Guys, God may give you dreams one day, and you think, oh, I can't do this. But God doesn't want us to give up. If we keep holding on to the vision and the dream that God gave us, guess what, Miss Brenda? God is going to complete it. And you know what else he didn't do? He didn't get angry.
No.
You know, sometimes we can be so angry. We can even get angry at God when things don't work out the way they should. But guys, I'm asking you today, if God's shown you something you want to do, don't give up on it. Don't let a bully, don't let your friends or anyone discourage you from doing what God wants you to do.
Didn't we talk about it already? That whenever you have something that God wants you to do, you're probably going to have somebody come against you.
That's right. We've been talking about resistance, and you know what? And even next week, we're going to be talking a little bit more about this story and the resistance of how, when you know what, anytime we try to do something with God, the enemy always tries to get us angry.
There's a more to this story than what we have time for today.
Amen.
Let's do it next week.
All right, sounds good, Miss Brown.
Okay.
Well, guys, you be blessed. We love you, and we will see you next week, Lord willing. Bye-bye.